What's up guys, it's David here again at EGX2014 and I'm joined by John, David and Petros of Eternal Studios, and we're talking about the game
Eminence, Xander's Tales.
Yeah. So first of all, if you just like to tell us what each of you do for the development of the game.
Well, I deal with I'm the game director of the game, so I deal with a lot of the artistic side alongside.
I'm the creative director, so we collaborate with the art style together and pretty much build the infrastructure of the visuals.
Yeah, I'm the managing director, so I deal with the scenario writing for the game, the storytelling aspect, and the core game experience, and as well as programming.
Awesome. So, could you describe your game in 10 words or less?
Okay, cool. So, Eminence basically combines three popular genres, which is our MMO, a trading card game, an RPG, to make an online card collecting role-playing adventure.
Awesome. So, as far as the game's concerned, what inspired it, or where did you get ideas from? What led to the game being created?
I mean, we've taken inspiration from games like Pokemon, Zelda, Final Fantasy, games that we pretty much grew up with, and combined trading card elements to a unique experience, which is the MMO side. So we've immersified the storyline as well as, you know, adapting to the music and everything within it to create something bespoke. I mean,
Pretty much.
You've created something unique out of a lot of elements.
Two gaming genres we've kind of combined together. Essentially, you know, you'll be able to explore the world, customize your character, challenge your opponents into a card battle system, and pretty much, you know, we've engaged in a lot of social aspects to it as well. So you can sort of create guilds, go head to head with teams of people, submit to guild castles where you can capture different guild castles and experience, you know, in a sort of engagement when it comes to two teams of, you know, 4 or 5, and it's just pretty much, you know, expansive in that sense.
So it's very much a social experience. What if you have nobody initially that you're playing with? Is it something that you can
There is a single
yourself?
player campaign as well, yeah. So essentially with Xander's Tales, what you can do is you can go through the storyline within single player and collect cards through that way as well. There is a matchmaking system as well for players that can, you know, go head to head just through the battle segment.
I think that's mainly. I mean, obviously, even if you don't have, you know, direct friends you want to play with, it's sort of like a really social environment. Once you enter the world, you'll see players around you that you can just go up to them and just challenge them to a card game. And I don't know if we pointed out, but you know, the card game has the biggest twist is in the way you collect the cards. So if you beat your opponent, you can steal their card and add it to your collection. You know, the reason why we did this again, we wanted to take it back to the schoolyard days. You know, playing for keeps and just promote all that rivalry between players. And, so you can challenge anyone really.
But yeah, you know, just going back to your question originally, if you don't have an online connection, you can still enjoy the game offline by yourself through the single player campaign. So there'll be quests given to you, going through the storyline, you fight the AI, there'll be boss battles as well, and
It's like a full RPG with that aspect.
Since you mentioned it's an MMO, have you got any kind of plan for events, or are you going to be adding continuous content, or will it just be that once the game's out, it's out? Or
I mean, I would like with all MMOs, one thing is it's a continuously expanding adventure, and we are applying different MMO elements. So, for instance, we're going to have tournaments with the card games as well. You know, there's a guild aspect that Petros mentioned. We are exploring things like, you know, like raiding, but we still need to work out how that would apply with a card game.
I mean, we'd like for this to at some point be an e-sport as well, where, you know, players can stream their events live, and it becomes, you know, something quite, you know, competitive in that respect.
there will be end game content as well. As we release the game, we'll be continually, like these guys said, like patching things and putting new content in for high level players to enjoy.
Yeah, so you have the game on Kickstarter at the moment, 7th of October that's out, that closes.
Yeah.
So obviously it's really important for people to back the game and everything.
Back the game, back the support, back the game.
Is that it? Like, if you can't reach your goal, is that it, or will you keep pushing? Or
No, but a lot of people have asked this question. So obviously right now, you know, we're all working around day jobs. The reason why we put a Kickstarter there is just to speed up development. We're aiming for a beta release summer next year. So either way, you know, I hope it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I hope hope we get funded, but you know, worst comes to worst, it's not going to end the game. Yeah, we're still.
But if people want to play the game, back it, because then you can work on it faster.
Yeah.
If people want to get involved early, you know, in the beta and really contribute to the development and give us feedback, then yeah, back the game and be a part of the journey.
I mean, we've only got 10 days left, but the Kickstarter page itself, there are Kickstarter only rewards. So you'll have cards where players will not be able to, they'll be immune to the card steal element of the game.
Yeah.
So these are like special cards that only only people that pledge through Kickstarter can have. As well as that, there'll be Kickstarter only armor. So armor affects, you know, general RPG stuff like your stats, HP, attack, defense, that sort of thing, and they look cool too.
Yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. It's a nice blend of things we've got for the game. So yeah, I really hope the Kickstarter gets backed. Speaking of Kickstarter, if you do get backed or if you don't get backed, what's next for the game? Is there anything you're wanting to implement or anything you want to add to the game or
yeah, I mean,
change
we received a lot of feedback just from the card balance system alone, and you know, after the Kickstarter's back to work.
Yeah. we are exploring a pet system as well, which we're planning to implement at some point. You know, similar to how Pokemon uses their sort of monsters in battle. You know, there could be something in there that we're sort of working on. We're sort of like panning it out and seeing if there's any way we can use that aspect to create something within the battle demo segments as well.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. So since we're at EGX, have you guys managed to play anything else? Or have
I haven't. I've been at a game event and I haven't played any other game so far. It's just.
I'd like to try Alien Isolation. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I'll probably check that out later.
I just want to try more Combat X. So
That's
it.
Shadows of Mordor for me, man, that looks wicked, yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's a lot of queuing. Hopefully, to get in and play that. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to chat to it.
Cool. Thanks for checking.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, make sure you do go on Kickstarter and back that if you want to see it get done quicker and get some exclusive stuff, because that would be cool. I know I'll probably pop on at some point when we get a chance.
Nice.
But yeah, thank you for speaking to us.
Very much.
Thanks a lot.
I look forward to seeing more of the game.
Cool.
Nice.